submission process for authors. We're trying to simplify that. Let's have a look at the pain points, normal pain points when people are submitting a manuscript. Generally, there's the tedious process of putting the author names, affiliations, ORCID, etc. Normally, it's the main author who's coming in, the corresponding author, and they're the ones who put the data in. So they have to keep their authors up to date on what's going on offline. When it comes to revision, they have to upload the files again for revision. And normally proofs are checked offline, and then you go back online, say these are the changes you have to make, etc. So it's a little bit of work to do. Reviewers, they have to refer to page numbers and line numbers. I know that there are systems that where you can do these online, but I'll come to that. They have to check the multiple files. If there are revisions, they have to then download the revision files again, revised files again, look at those. When it comes to the publisher and the final production, when they're creating the final publication, you have to make sure that the files are the revisions are correct. For example, something that wasn't supposed to go in the revision hasn't gone in. And right at the end, after acceptance, the conversion to XML, PDF, etc., begins afresh right at the end. So these are the sort of pain points that I see. And proofs to the author has to go to the author, proofs come back from the author. It's a tedious process. So what we're looking at is we want to make that simpler, and we're combining two of our platforms. One is Reviewer submission and peer review platform, which is won a couple of awards, SSP Award and ISMTE Award. We're combining that with another platform, which is RV Write, and that is basically it's like Google Docs, but importantly with XML at the back. You always have live XML. It's XML that you're editing, in fact. And XML is something, I'm a bit of a geek guy, so if I go back, XML. I love XML, and everything comes from the XML. Anyway, I won't talk about myself. But basically, when you come to submit, supposing you got a Word file, this is our submission platform. You drop a Word file. And instead of converting that into a PDF and giving you a PDF, it goes into the Word file, it tries to get the structure out, and it becomes this online HTML-looking file, but it is actually XML. Yeah. And the author then goes in, instead of the author saying, yeah, this PDF looks fine, they go in and the system tries to get the structure out, says, these are the authors. And the author can say, yeah, these are the authors. These are the emails. It grabs the emails out. And the author can correct these, of course. These are the affiliations, etc. And when the author says, yeah, these are correct, you can see these are taken out of the manuscript and they're structured. You can see them on the left. So with spending a few minutes, you structure that file in effect. References, takes a reference, structures it. The author can edit this, change it in any way, press the button, they're structured. The author can even press the button and get a rough PDF, okay? This is even before submission. Now, the important thing is when the reviewer goes in, they see that same file, they can select a paragraph, select a piece of text, comment, right? We call this annotated reviews. So they put a comment in, the comments go on the side, anyone you want can respond to those. When it comes to revision, the author doesn't then upload something else. They just go in, they actually edit the document online. They change it. And the nice thing is you know exactly what they changed. They can't do anything sort of behind the scenes. And they can, if you want, they can respond to reviewer comments in situ. No files to upload. Basically, everything is done on that one file. So the advantages are all the activities done in one document. Co-authors, you can allow the co-authors to come in and collaborate. They don't have to be offline. We have granular audit trail in what we call the intermediate XML. The XML is not perfect, but it's good enough for reviews, etc. all the revisions, all the reviewer comments, they're held in the XML. So the XML is sort of JATS XML, which is expanding, sort of rich XML, if you like. When it comes to production, you can actually go in and copy edit online. And then produce a PDF. You can see everything is done on that same file. There's no going back and forth. Other advantages are you've got better research integrity because you can see exactly what went on throughout. Okay, you can see, for example, if an author was added, etc. You can rate reviewers better. For example, the system knows if one author, for example, one reviewer is only putting one paragraph in, another one is commenting more granular way. Time to publish is reduced. You have one single source of truth, which is the XML, always, with all the history embedded. Thank you.